Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be cleaning out my Mini King pellet stove. So I'm outside and took my little razor blade and went around and cut the clean out tee off. So this is going to be quite messy. Some rainwater. Probably not the best thing. I think my pipe's leaning a little too much. Anyhow, so just kind of take this really crazy thing here. Nice little chimney sweep brush and just kind of do what you can. Woo! And not get completely covered in soot. So I know I'm going to have to take another pipe up here, pry this one off to get it all out. But as you guys can see, it's quite messy. So it's fall here, and I would definitely like to get this thing going because it's kind of cold up here some days. Woo! Some of these pipes are very sharp on the inside, so you got to be careful. I should be wearing my gloves, but of course I didn't put those on, did I? Okay, who wants to go inside and see how big of a mess we can make in there? I'm going to have to take another pipe off of this one. Squish you down. All right, let's go inside and see what's going on here. Kind of dirty still, but I did have to stop cleaning the other day because I had a Wi-Fi problem. So it's a good thing though because I didn't get this finished. So what you're looking at here is the back of the stove. There's another clean out tee there. Like I said, this is called a Mini King pellet stove, and here's the front of it. So you got a nice little fire in there. And up here, these little wood pellets go in. So it's an actual fireplace that I use up here when it gets very cold. Can you guys see? Okay, let's see how big of a mess I can make. So I already cut that one. Oh, there's no rainwater, at least in that one. Just some soot. So I am going to later push the whole stove forward and take this off and finish cleaning out this piece. But you kind of want it as clean as you can possibly get it before the season starts. And I do have to do this a couple of times during the season. So, you know, if it's a super cold day out and you got to clean out your stove, don't be freezing. Unless you have some backup heat, and I do not have backup heat. I just have what I have. I'm sorry, this thing is very noisy on that. I think I'm going to try and take this tape off now and see what I can get to from here. And this little thing there, when the pipe gets nice and warm, it'll automatically blow some warm air back, but kind of tiny, so it doesn't blow much. Probably have to get like 3 or 4 for this pipe to even do anything. This is called metal tape, and it goes to like heating and cooling. You can find it at like any big box store. So today is just all about getting completely messy in my house. Didn't even have to do the tape. All right, that's off. So this is going to get moved forward. Kind of heavy. I think it's about like, I don't know, maybe 180 pounds. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can see all the soot coming out here, but it's quite a lot. Quite a lot. I'm going to try and get this upper piece off. I can't remember where it was connected at, though. Honestly. Woo! Took you right off the phone stand. Hold on. Let me bump you around for a little bit. Hopefully, at least the Wi-Fi is working now up here. There we go. Okay. So I had to custom build this backboard. It's actually an old bus seat that I cut out and modified it to fit the window. Kind of cut some X's in it and bent it and got it stuck up there. So it holds my pipe pretty well. This will be the second winter this stove has been in use, and it will make this place about 80 degrees in about 30 minutes. So it doesn't take long for this thing to get really, really toasty, and it will toast you out because it's a bigger one. But it's a good thing. I like to be warm. I don't like to be cold. You know, a lot of people don't want it that hot, but I say open up a window if you need to. And I don't usually turn it on if it's 40 degrees or above, or 35 overnight or above, because I see no point in that. I'll just use a heating blanket or 20 other blankets and try to stay warm. Okay. I should have brought my razor blade up here, you guys. I wonder where I left it. Because this one is not going to come off without a fight. Go see if I can find that real quick. 1 second. All right. Found it. Now we can get to cutting. So, got my razor blade. Maybe I could do something better now with this thing than just my nails. I hope everyone's doing good today. And I'm just going to cut around the seams where I put a ridiculous amount of tape to block any of the smoke from coming in and exiting the pipe as it's working. I do put quite a thick layer, but it helps keep it down. So once I get this apart, we can actually take this big, huge pipe back outside and not make as much of a mess in the house. For you, those of you that don't know, this is a 2007 International school bus. Sorry, I know I'm in your way. And I've kind of just retrofitted it. All right. Now I think I'm getting somewhere here. Maybe. These are a pain in the butt to clean out, though, I gotta tell you guys. And you have to do it a few times a year, like I said. Or, you know, it can catch fire, but well worth it not to freeze to death. And I did choose the pellet stove over a wood stove just because, and they kind of twist and lock. Just because, you know, I'm older. I don't want to keep messing with wood. I don't want to stack it and dry it. They sell them in 40-pound bags. Pretty easy. Almost got it off. Maybe if my stove wasn't still in my way. And underneath this stove is just a regular little stove layment. It's some cement board with a metal top. So, one more time. Hopefully it comes off. Okay. Woo! There we go. So this is going to be quite messy up in here. So I think we're going back outside. Okay. Everybody, bear with me. I'm going to carry my pipe. You guys, I'm going to clean out tea. Let's see what we can do. Yes, it's a mess. I know. I haven't even made my bed yet. But you're going to clean out a pellet stove. Why bother cleaning first? Okay. Now that we're back outside, let's see if I can aim you down at the floor a little. There. So, there's the whole pipe we just took off in there. Quite big, quite messy. So this whole wonderful little brush on a metal wire, you just gotta keep sticking it in there, kind of like a baby bottle. You just try your best. And then later, you gotta put it all back together. I don't know if you guys seen that, how much already came out of there. But quite a bit. So I wish I would have got to this a little sooner in the year, but that did not happen. A little more. At least you can flip it around and do it now that it's outside and it's not in the house in tight quarters. So this is what I get to do all day today. Clean this out, clean up all the mess I made, and then put it all back together. Oh, the fun of putting it back together. I don't think I've gotten all the way down through the middle yet. My thing's a little too twisty for me. It's kind of old. Had it for a while, but, you know, use it till it breaks, right? I don't know how many of you have a pellet stove or a wood fireplace, but as you can tell, it'll make quite a mess. And then, yeah, so my whole window's kind of coming up now. You know, I forgot to take the big piece of pipe off. Let me show you guys that, because now I'm kind of worried it's going to fall on me. You see what it's doing? Kind of like bulging out there. It might fall. I think I got to get up there and at least pull some of it down. You see? All right, let's see what we can do before it falls on my head. Too top heavy. Shouldn't have left all that up there. One more. Woo! Yay, got it. Didn't bonk myself in the head, so that's a plus. I'll have to fix that later when I get back up there. That's going to be a pain in the butt too. But this will be the top of the chimney there. This just is supposed to keep rain and birds out. As you could see when I took off the clean out tee, it is not keeping rain out. So there's always that. And then I'll have to get up there and do that piece. But I'm going to do that other piece from the inside and kind of push everything out to that bottom clean out tee. So hopefully it won't have too much of a mess inside. But you just got to keep doing this until you get it all clean. See? Super messy. But affordable, and it's a little easier than just plain wood for me. That looks pretty good. Guess you guys can't see all the way down there, but the walls aren't totally covered on that one. So that piece is good. So I just kind of keep working on this piece. As you can see, there's a good pile of soot there. Lovely, I know. Beauty pageant worthy, lovely of all the soot. These clean out tees were supposed to help prevent you from, taking the whole darn thing apart. But I don't think I have mine in all the right places. I probably need a few more. So there's that. But they're kind of expensive pieces. Okay, that side seems to be okay. This side's looking a little bit better. And like I said, I just got that piece and to vacuum out the intake there where it hooks together. Probably won't get this together with you guys on here, but maybe I can post a photo when I'm done or something. Whew. There we go. Sometimes I just give it a good few taps off the ground to see if anything else is in there. Seems to be all clear. All right, 2 pieces down. Yay, I think I just got soot on my face, so that's gone good. All right, who wants to go back inside? Okay. Sorry for all the walking around and bombling, but, it's the name of the game today. So anyway, this is the piece that was pulling off out there. And I gotta, woo! Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cleanup. Pushing all that out to the outside the best I can. Instead of in here. I probably should be wearing a mask while I'm doing this. That's a good afterthought. Woo! And then like I told you, this this piece down here, this is where it goes into the stove, so it's got quite a bit in it. I'm gonna have to just kind of vacuum out. And that is where the fresh air intake is. So all this is, it's not too deep, but I would like it clean. Goes right into the blower motor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get things cleaned up and washed up, and I appreciate you guys visiting me and seeing how messy cleaning out a pellet stove can be. So I'll post a picture or something when I get it all back together. Thanks.